Good evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Siegfried Evans, but don't worry, I haven't heard of you either. I'm from Britain myself. Okay, standing ovation afterwards, please. As an Englishman, it feels so good to be back in the greatest country of all continental Europe, Belgium. And look at this audience, what a wonderful audience we got this evening. There's a pretty lady over there, pretty lady. Anyway, I'm a couple of days here now in Belgium, and I immediately figured out that all Belgians are comedians. That's right, they all are. Interesting how that all started. Now, in Britain, I decided to buy myself this huge new suitcase. Big wheels, very chic, very nice. Cost a fortune, you know. Not going to get into details, but you could say that some teachers here in the audience couldn't afford it with their year's salary. So I bought this suitcase and I decided to go to Belgium. Not by train, but by airplane. Like a mouse. Like a mouse in the air. I went to Belgium. And I flew with this airline. I'm not going to mention the name of the airline because of legal reasons. Let's call them Brian Air, right? So I flew with Brian Air to Belgium. But once I arrived at Brussels airport, I wasn't quite pleased because of what I found. And I'll show you what I found. Once I arrived at Brussels airport, I found this, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's left of my beautiful new suitcase. Didn't believe my eyes, you know. I was pretty sure I packed more than this, that's for sure. You can even see that some hilarious Belgian comedian put a heavy label on it. You know? Bend your knees is the advice to anybody tackling this baby. 22 kilograms. Now, there was really a problem here, no? So I decided to go to the desk. And as I was moving towards the desk, the lady behind the desk, she sees me coming. And for some reason, immediately noticed that I was British. Probably the hair. But she immediately noticed that I was British. And she goes like, "What seems to be the problem, sir?" Mainly it's about my luggage. Is that not it, sir? Partly, yes. Don't worry, sir, don't worry. We will make a report and we will find your luggage back. I thought, fine, do your bloody report. I thought, fine, okay, very well. It went all very well, ladies and gentlemen, until question 3. She took my name, she took my address, but then she started asking me these ridiculous, stupid questions. Some people say that stupid questions don't exist, but in Belgium they bloody do. Could someone have interfered with it, sir? You've got a good point there, lady. We probably should rule that out. Does your luggage contain any distinguishing features, sir? Well, it has a long black handle, if that's of any use. Did you leave your luggage unattended at any point, sir? Well, listen, lady, I am not the most observant person in the world, but if this had happened while I was wheeling with my luggage through the airport, I think I had noticed. Did you beg it yourself, sir. What are you suggesting, stupid woman? That my mother was packing this, and she was thinking, well, he won't be needing more than this. Okay, everything went well. She was typing in this report. Everything okay, everything fine. But suddenly, she stopped. And she looked up at me. Computer says no. Oh my God. I thought, fuck this, I'm leaving. And there I went, ladies and gentlemen, heading towards the exit. Not like a mouse no more. With in my hand, 22 kilograms of missing shit. And if that wasn't enough, the guy in the first taxi, he sees me coming and he was having the time of his life. You should have seen his face, it was so predictable what he was going to do. The Belgian twat steps out of the car. He walks to the back of his car. He opens up the boot. He wakes me up. Oi! Need a hand with that, sir? And I was standing there like, no, thank you. I think I can manage, thank you very much. But if you really want to be of assistance, you can put the trolley back. All Belgians are comedians. They all bloody are. And me thinking that British were the champions of irony. In Britain, everything's irony. I'll give you some examples. In Scotland, there's a newspaper called The Sun. That's irony, ladies and gentlemen. That's irony. Give you another example. This year, London Olympic Games 2012 seems very nice, but it's going to cost my country £8 billion. I could do a lot with £8 billion, but Olympic Games, I'll tell you something, for £8 billion, my country could have stayed another 3 weeks in Iraq. That's irony. Give you another example. The city of Glasgow recently announced Europe's murder capital and your guest-friendliest city. In the same week, they now beat the shit out of you, but you'll get directions to the hospital. That's irony, ladies and gentlemen. But all Belgians are comedians, but it's not as bad as Americans, because Americans have no humor at all. But they love catchphrases, like, be true to yourself, follow your heart, life is like a box of chocolates. A couple of years ago, in America, there's this movie called Batman Begins. And Americans loved it. And the slogan was, to conquer fear, you must become fear. What the hell? That doesn't make any sense at all, is it? To conquer fear, you must become fear. I find that a stupid phrase. I can justify whatever I want with that phrase. If I gain too much weight, I can justify it by saying, to conquer fat, you must become fat. A lot of comedians in Belgium, that's for sure. But also a lot of paedophiles. I also read the news, naughty Belgium. But if I can comfort you, there is one pedo that no single Belgian pedo can beat. He's like an uber pedo. Do you know this Austrian dude, Joseph Fritzl? Do you know him? For the people who don't know him, I'll try to summarize his life story for you. Now, this man, he built a bunker all on his own. He locked up his daughter in that bunker. He made 7 babies with her and kept it all a secret from his wife. Now let me ask you all a question here. Who of you here can or know somebody who can build a bunker? I'm sorry, I can't. I haven't got that level of craftsmanship. I haven't got those skills, you know. And next to Joseph Fritzl, sorry for saying, but next to Joseph Fritzl, I feel incompetent. You know. Anyway, I was telling this story to a person one night, and this person got really offended. I don't know why, but this person got really offended. Needless to say that this person was a woman. Yes, gentlemen, I was also wondering, you're not in kitchen? Instead of criticizing me, go make a sandwich. Ladies, you're not offended, are you? You're not offended, I hope. Of course not, we were thinking about shoes. All women love shoes. I have a theory about why women buy so many shoes. It is because they spend so much time on their feet, walking around in shoe stores, buying shoes. But then again I wonder, gentlemen, why does a woman need shoes anyway? It's not necessary, you know. I mean, you don't need shoes to make a decent sandwich. Where was I? Right, the lady that got offended. Right, okay. So this lady got really offended. She was like, why'd you talk about Fritzl? What Fritzl did was evil. You can't talk about Fritzl. You are evil. Why'd you talk about Fritzl? And I replied, to conquer Fritzl. You must become Fritzl. I think that some people wondering here, is this shit funny in Britain? No, it isn't. No, I can assure you, it isn't. But that's why I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. You are a wonderful audience. Bye!